This is a guide to understanding 4 rivalries in Stardom that could be very relevant in 2025. I'm hoping that at least 1 or 2 of these are pairings you didn't immediately think of. Rival. Noun. One of 2 or more striving to reach or obtain something that only one can possess. One striving for competitive advantage. To some extent, Stardom is built on rivalries. In my first quick guide, I talked about faction conflict, tournament conflict, and championship conflict. And the various rivalries within World Wonder Ring Stardom can be developed through any of these conflict categories. These are the rivalries I think could see significant movement this year. Mayu Iwatani versus Tam Nakano. It's a quintessential Stardom story. Tam Nakano was too independent and had grown too big to remain in Mayu's shadow within the Stars faction. December 20th, 2020 was the date that Tam took her Cosmic Angels Juniors and officially broke away from Mayu. The story ever since has rested on the fact that Tam has never, ever beaten Mayu Iwatani. Tam's record versus Mayu is made up of 4 losses and 3 draws, and 2025 is the year that this will probably change. Tam Nakano's approach to wrestling has always been distinct from Mayu's. Tam uses dance, adorability, and constant, heavy emotional storytelling to build upon her connection to the fans. The most recent of Tam's tragedies all began with her latest loss to Mayu in the 2024 5-star GP. And now, in 2025, Tam is hoping to recover from her iconic second separation from the red belt. Pairing Tam's first ever win against Mayu, potentially, with the acquisition of Mayu's IWGP title is the formula for a gigantic match in 2025. And in some ways, it's similar to how Natsupoi's white belt's title win in 2024 was similarly magnified. Saya Kamitani versus Momo Watanabe. Despite being younger than Saia, Momo Watanabe is the more experienced Stardom veteran. Saya Kamitani's Stardom debut took place against Momo, and ever since, their story has involved Saia outshining Momo when the two share a faction, outclassing Momo when they don't, and being betrayed by Momo during the points in between. In 2021, Watanabe betrayed Queen's Quest to become evil. After a 2022 Grand Prix battle, Saia broke Momo's white belt title defense record by pinning Momo in 2023. Later that year, Saia rejected Momo's offer to betray Queen's Quest in Stardom's greatest steel cage match ever. 2024 was the year that Momo tricked Saia and crippled Queen's Quest for good. And now somehow the two find themselves as evil accomplices. But there's a problem. Momo has been racking up a large number of losses and costly mistakes, with Saia being a high-profile double champion who can't afford to lose. It's only a matter of time until the two are pitted against each other once more. If you find these guides valuable, please give this a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment to let me know what you think. Starlight Kid versus Hanan. The tale of the Sky Tiger and the Young Lioness. Starlight Kid was the first ever Future of Stardom champion. Her 4th successful title defense was against Hanan, who had only been wrestling for a year at that point. Afterwards, the two wrestled as a tag team numerous times, before Starlight Kid turned to the dark side as a member of H.A.T.E. Their 2022 clash in the 5-star Grand Prix would work out in Starlight Kid's favor, as would SLK's attempt to become a first ever New Blood Tag Team champion alongside Karma. In 2023, Hanan scored a huge pinfall victory over Starlight Kid to claim the New Blood Tag titles alongside Saia. But she would suffer another loss to SLK in January of 2024, when the two squared off as the final surviving participants of a white belt #1 contenders rumble at Korakuen Hall. After quite a lot of build-up, Starlight Kid battled Hanan in the quarterfinals of the Cinderella tournament, where Hanan not only secured the victory, but also won the tournament altogether. Now that Starlight Kid is white belt champion, it won't take much for this rivalry to be reignited. After failing to dethrone Saori Ano, Hanan has shown interest in once again challenging for the white belt, and she is seemingly being positioned as Mayu Iwatani's successor in Stars. This would place Starlight Kid and Hanan at odds not only as rivals, but also as rival faction leaders. Saya Kamitani versus Sayaka Kurara. Saya Kamitani has been an unlikely source of guidance for Sayaka Kurara. It began with the Golden Phoenix Saya Kamitani fighting Kurara in Kurara's debut match. Ever since Kamitani fell into despair and gave in to hate, Sayaka has been the main source of optimism and belief in Kamitani's possible redemption. This has guided Kurara, in a manner of speaking, on a crusade to oppose Kamitani and possibly get through to her. After a shocking victory over Kamitani at Korakuen Hall, which was arguably a star-making moment for Kurara, the two were placed on a collision course towards their special singles match at Nagoya Golden Fight. But I encourage everyone to watch the moments following Kurara's win at Korakuen Hall. For just a few seconds, Kurara does get through to Kamitani and we are given a glimpse of hope that she can be saved. But the spell is broken by H.A.T.E leader Natsuko Tora's intervention, and ever since that day, the corruption of the Phoenix Queen has only grown worse. Now it is Kamitani who seeks to guide Kurara down a very dark path, with multiple instances of whispering in Kurara's ear and pulling her closer to the shadows. Most recently, we have seen Kurara accidentally spear her mentor Tam Nakano, leading to yet another loss for Tam at the hands of Kamitani. The Phoenix Queen, who has taken the red belt from Tam, now wants to take Tam's pure-hearted student as well. Will she be successful? The story is not over. The rivalry, which in this case is a question of who can turn who, Saia's power to corrupt versus Sayaka's power to redeem, that rivalry has not yet been settled. While there are an endless web of rivalries to explore within Stardom, I believe that these are some that could produce very compelling developments in the year 2025. Please chime in with some of your favorite rivalries and what you think might develop in the coming year. If you found this guide valuable, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.